Good morning. Today, let us take up the next section, compound interest. So, in simple interest, uh, actually, we are adding the interest every year separately. Whatever number of years you invest or put, then the interest or the principal amount becomes as earlier. In the sense, the principal sum will not change. But in case of compound interest, the principal amount changes or principal sum changes every year after a certain period. After a year, suppose you have invested, say, 5,000 at the rate of 10%. After 1 year, this becomes this five for the 5,000 interest becomes at the rate of 10% is rupees 500. So for the second year, the principal sum becomes 5,000 plus 500. So that is equal to 5,500. That is the principal sum principal sum for the second year. So the compound interest, whenever the interest at the end of each fixed period is added to the principal, and amount thus obtained is taken as principal sum for the next year, for the next period. So such a interest or the interest of such is obtained is called the compound interest. I can more clearly, I can take up an example. Suppose A takes 100 rupees from B at the rate of interest, say 10% for 3 years. Now, for rupees 100 for 1 year, rupees 10. So interest on 100 for first year equal to the at the rate of 10% means 10 rupees. So this 10 rupees is added to 100. So the principal sum for second year becomes 100 plus 10 equal to 110. Then interest on not for 100. Actually, initially the principal sum was 100, but here it changes. Second year instead of 100, this becomes 110. This is actually difference between the simple interest and compound interest. In the previous year, it was asked in the semester exam, what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest? This is also one of the differences. So interest on 110 for second year at the rate of 10% equal to 11. This 11 rupees is added to 110. See, 110 plus 11 equal to 121. Now, interest on, so we are required to calculate the interest, the sum for 3 years. Interest for 3 years, compound interest. So for the interest on 121, so this 121 becomes the principal sum for the third year. So after the end of the third year, so interest on 121 for third year becomes, so for that the rate of 10% is 12.1. So if this is added to the 121, that is become 33.1 for the, that becomes the principal sum for the next year. So now what is the interest, total interest for 3 years? See, 10, 11, 12.1, total 33.1. 33.1 is the interest for 3 years. 3 years. So rupees 33.1 is the interest for 3 years for the sum rupees 100. rupees 100. This is the compound interest. So actually, what was the amount for the by simple interest? Simple interest at the rate of 10% for the 3 years, that becomes 30 rupees. So interest on rupees 100 by simple interest method, that becomes rupees 30. So the amount was, so 100 plus 30 equal to 130. So here 133, this here 100 plus 33, this becomes 133.1. For the, if you put the, or if you invest the money in compound, for the compound interest, it becomes after 3 years 133.1, but on the simple interest it becomes 130 rupees. This is the main difference. And let us take up some more examples. Before that, uh, one concept, that is explain the effective rate of compound interest. Explain the effective rate of compound interest. Now, first of all, let us see about what is effective rate. What is effective rate? Effective rate means actually the actual rate of interest allowed to the rupees, for rupees 100. Suppose for rupees 100, the actual rate is say 5%, the rate of interest. This is the effective rate. This is effective rate, actual rate for rupees 100. This is for 1 year. So if R equal to 0.5, what does it mean? R equal to 5%. What does it mean? So for rupees 100, the interest is 5 rupees after 1 year. After 1 year. But in case of 1 year, the time period, the given time period is less than a year, less than 1 year. This is for effective rate means the 5% means for, this is for rupees 100 for 1 year. 1 year. Instead of, so the effective rate, so less than 1 year. If it is less than 1 year, the time period is given is less than when year, then effective rate is, this is greater than the given rate of interest. Effective rate becomes greater than given. So here given was 5%. So this is greater than the given rate of interest. This is the effective rate of compound interest. ಅರ್ಥ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಈಗ if effective rate ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, this is for rupees 100 for 1 year rupees 5. 5% means 5%. This is the actual rate. But if the time period is less than a year, less than 1 year, that is the given time period, say, then the effective rate is greater than the actual rate. What is the actual rate? Is 5. ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. That is effective rate of compound interest. Okay. Last year it was asked for 2 marks questions. Now let us take up some examples on that. So straightway let us go to the examples. Here also I have solved about more than 20 examples. Let us take up one by one. So example number 1, find, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ. So what I can do is, as earlier, I will make a list of all the questions I solved in this and will send through WhatsApp group. Then from the next class, I will take up directly the solutions to the corresponding questions. Now question number 1. I will read slowly. You can take down. Find the compound interest. Find the compound interest on rupees 500 at 4% annum for 4% PA per annum for 5 years. For 5 years. Find the compound interest. Find the compound interest. So example number 1. Find the compound interest on rupees 500 at 4% PA for 5 years. So here P what is other hage. So before that I will say about I will explain the what is compound the formula for compound interest. So a compounded interest, a compounded amount, a compounded ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So you have to first find out the amount. Amount means A means P plus I means principal amount, principal plus principal sum plus interest altogether is A or amount. That is calculated first. Then after that you have to deduct the amount, you deduct the interest, or you have to calculate deduct the principal amount from the amount, then you get the interest. That is the way of finding the interest in this method. So before that I will explain what is compounded interest. Compounded interest A equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N or T. ಕೆಲವು ಬುಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ N ಅಂತಿದೆ, ಕೆಲವು ಬುಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ T ಇದೆ. ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್. N ಅಂತಾರು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, T ಅಂತಾರು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So I will take up T. And compounded interest equal to A minus P. This is the formula. ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. First you have to find out A, then you have to find out A minus P, or determine A minus P to find out the compounded interest. Now take up that example. So example number 1. In example number 1, principal amount is P equal to 500, is equal to 500. Rate of interest is 4% and T equal to 3 years. 5 years equal to 5 years. T equal to 5 years. Now find the compounded interest. We know that compounded interest equal to A minus P, where A equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to T. That is equal to P into P is 500 into 1 plus R is rate of interest is 4, 100 raised to T is 5. So that is equal to 500 into this 4 divided by 100 means 0.04 alva. 4 divided by 100 equal to 0.04. 0.04 plus 1 equal to 1.04. So 500 into 1.04 raised to 5. ಈಗೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಈಗ? So we have to take up log. Calculator ಮಾಡಬಾರದು, you have to use log. As far as possible you have to use log. Now log of taking logarithm on both the sides. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು logarithm class ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, logarithm is important ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ we use this in the next chapter also ಅಂತ. ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ ಅದು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So taking logarithm on both the sides, we have what you have, log of A equal to, so this is A into B raised to n से ಆ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ಇದು ಯಾವ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಇದೆ? A into B raised to n ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. So that becomes A into B is so log of A plus log of B, and log of B raised to n equal to n into log of B. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರೀತೇನೆ ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ. So this equal to log of 500 plus 5 into log of 1.04. Now that is equal to log of 500 equal to 2 point. Actually, three characters is 3 integers is 1, 2, 3 there. So characteristic part is 2 and Mentissa part is, for the Mentissa part you have to refer the table, that is 2.6990. 2.6990 plus 5 into ಇದು ಹಾಗೆ ಇಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಡ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪವರ್, ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 5 ಇಂಟು ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪವರ್, ಅದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇರುವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಸೊ ಸೊ ಲಾಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಇಂಟು ಬಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಲಾಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಲಾಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಲಾಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪವರ್, ನೆನಪಿರ್ಲಿ. So 5 into log of 1.04. So here the integer part, in the characteristic part, the number of integers is only 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Therefore, the characteristic part is 5 into, so 5 into log of, ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ, 0.0170 ಇದೆ. 0170. This is from by referring, by ಇದು ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೈ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಇದು ಬೈ ರೆಫರಿಂಗ್ ಲಾಗಾರಿದಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್. ಇವಾಗ ಮಾಡಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2 ಇಂಟು 6990 ಪ್ಲಸ್, ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಹಾಗಿಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪಟ್ಟು ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇದು ನೋಡಿ, 5 ಪಟ್ಟು ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಈಗ, 2⁵ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2 ಇಂಟು 2 ಇಂಟು 2 ಇಂಟು 2 ಇಂಟು 2, 5 ಸಲ ಬೇಕು ನೋಡಿ, ಇಂಟು 2. ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ 5 ಪಟ್ಟು ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನು 5ರಿಂದ ಗುಣಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಡಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರದು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 5 ಇಂಟು ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್, 1785. ಒಂದು ಸೊನ್ನೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ, 1785, ಒಂದು ಸೊನ್ನೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು by adding these two we get 2.7840. 2.7840. This is the log of a, and then a equal to anti-log of 2.7840 equal to ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, 6081 ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್, characteristic part is 2 is there. So we have to place the decimal point after 3 digits from the left side. So this is 608.1. This is the answer. This is A, equal to A. Now what is asked? Compounded interest. So we know that compounded interest equal to A minus P. A minus P. So A is 608.1 minus 500. That gives you 108.1 is the interest. This is the method of solving. Second is take down example number 2. Example number 2 is find the compounded interest or compound interest. Find the compound interest on rupees 450 for 7.5 years at 3.5% PA. 3.5% PA. See, find the compound interest. So here P equal to, example number 2, P equal to 450. T equal to time period equal to 7.5 years. So 7.5 equal to 7.5 equal to 7 into 2 14, 14 plus 1 is 15. So 15 by 2 years. ಅಥವಾ ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಆದರೆ 7.5 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅದು ಸರಿನೇ, ತಪ್ಪಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಮೆಥಡ್ ತಿಳಿದಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾರಿಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟಿಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 2 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಫ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, 1/3 ಅಥವಾ 1/5 1/6 ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು rate of interest equal to 3.5 years. R equal to rate of interest is 3.5. 3.5 equal to ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ 3 into 2 6 plus 1 7 divided by 2. Now compounded interest ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ. compounded amount equal to, we know that compounded interest A equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N or T. So this equal to P into, what is P here? 450 into 1 plus R. R is 7/2. 7/2 divided by 100 raised to 15/2. Raised to 15/2. That is equal to 450 into 1 plus 7/2 is 3.5 ಅಥವಾ 7/200 ಬರ್ತದೆ. 1 plus 7/200 ಆಯ್ತು. ಈಗ ಈ 2 ಅನ್ನು ಕೆಳಗೆ 2 into 100 ಆಯ್ತು. 200 raised to 15/2. 15/2. This equal to 200 plus 1 or 201 200 ಆಯ್ತು, plus 7 is 207 ಆಯ್ತು. Equal to 450 into 201 200 plus 7 is 207 divided by 200 ಆಯ್ತು. ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತನಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3.5 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು, 3.5 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. 3.5 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, 3.5 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 0.03 ಆಯ್ತು. ಈಗ 0.035 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇದನ್ನ ಹೀಗೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. 0.035 ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 100 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ. 3.5 ನ 100 ಇಂದ ಭಾಗಿಸಿದಾಗ 0.035 ಆಯ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ 1 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಹೀಗೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. 1.035 ಇದು ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಭಾಗಿಸಿದ್ರು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅದೇ ಉತ್ತರ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಹೀಗೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. 1.035. that is now taking the log on both the sides. On both the sides we have this is a procedure. You have to write in the examination like this, taking the logarithm on the both the sides we have. So log of a equal to log of 450 plus ಇಲ್ಲಿ relative 15/2 ಇದೆ. 15/2 into log of 1.035. 1.035. This equal to log of 450 is 2. There are 3 digits are there, so characteristic part is 2. So 2.6532 plus 15/2 into log of this is 0. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So 0. The logarithm value is 0.149. 0.149. So this equal to 2.6532 plus ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದರಿಂದ ಗುಣಿಸಬೇಕು. 15 ಇಂದ ಗುಣಿಸಿ 2 ರಿಂದ ಭಾಗಿಸಬೇಕು. 15 ಇಂದ ಗುಣಿಸಿ 2 ರಿಂದ ಭಾಗಿಸಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 0.11175 ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ 75 ಏನೋ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ 8 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು 2.7650 2.7650 2.7650 and therefore a equal to antilog of 2.7650, that is equal to, so that is equal to 5821 ಇದೆ 58210. So calculate what is 2 is here, so 2 plus 1 3, so you have to place the decimal after 3 digits from the left side. So here this equal to 582.1. So therefore interest, compound interest equal to a minus p. A is 582.10 minus 450, that gives you the answer is 132.10. 132.10. Next is example number 3. Calculate sum. ಇದನ್ನ take it as homework and work at home. I will give the answer also. Calculate the sum. Should I write or dictate? Is it enough? Example number 3. Example number 3. Calculate the sum that will amount to rupees 2,500 in 12 years. In 12 years, if put out at 4.5 interest. If put out at 4.5% PA compound interest. Now calculate the sum. Calculate the sum ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Calculate the sum. What is the sum? Sum means P. So this, what is this? This is equal to A. So A ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, P and you have to find out. So A equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to T. That is A is given. So that is 2,500 equal to P is 4. T, sir, P is not given. P into 1 plus R is given. R is 4.5 divided by 100 raised to 12. So this equal to P into 1.045 raised to 12 will equal to this equal to 2,500. Take the log. So log of, taking logarithm on the both sides, so log of 2,500 equal to log of P plus 12 into log of 1.045. So this implies log of P equal to log of 2,500 minus 12 into log of 1.0455. ಇದನ್ನ ಲಾಗ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿರಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು, ಸೊ 4 digits are there, so 3 point something, ಎಷ್ಟು 3.3979 ಬರ್ತದೆ. 3979 minus 12 into log of 1.045. 1.045 ಇದು ಲಾಗ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 0.0191. 0191. That is equal to 3.3979 minus 12. ಇದನ್ನ this into this ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಕ್ಚುअल ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಮತ್ತೆ. 12 into this 12 12 12 ಮತ್ತೆ 108 ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು 108 so that becomes 2292 12 into this gives you shall I write the answer 12 12 2 ಕೆಲ 1 12 ಮತ್ತೆ 108 12 ಆ ತರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು so equal to 0.2292 that is equal to 3.16 3.1687 1687 so that gives you this equal to log of p ಆಯ್ತು therefore p equal to anti-log of therefore p equal to anti-log of 3.16 3.1687 1687 this equal to anti-log of this is so 1474 so here 3 is there 3 plus 1 is 4 so after the 4 digits you have to place the decimal point from the left side so this is 1474 this equal to p find the sum ಕೇಳಿದಲ್ಲ this is a p and one more is there so example number 4 take it as homework I won't solve this example number 4 find the period t ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ find the period in which rupees 17,102 ಅದು p so find the period in which rupees 17,102 this is p amounts to rupees 20,000 at 4% PA at 4% PA 4% PA ಇದೆ you have to find out the period first ಇದೆಲ್ಲ question ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ you have to find out t should be determined so homework so it should be answer I will give the answer equal to 4 ಇದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೀವು okay I will stop here so thank you